What really happened to the world's youngest bodybuilders? Richard Sandrak escaped an abusive home and now works retail. Giuliano Stroh became a serious boxer. Tristan Lee had to quit extreme dieting just to feel alive again. The world saw child muscle icons, but the real story was much darker. Here's where they are now. First up, Richard Sandrak, Little Hercules. Born April 15, 1992 in Ukraine, Richard became a global sensation in the early 2000s. His father Pavel, a martial arts world champion, started training him at just 2 years old. By 5, Richard was doing 600 push-ups, 600 sit-ups, and 300 squats every single day. His diet? Strictly protein and vegetables. No junk, no sweets. By 6, he benched 180 pounds. By 8, 210 pounds, with just 1% body fat. Doctors were alarmed. He appeared on Howard Stern, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and a TLC documentary called The World's Strongest Boy. But behind the fame was a nightmare. In a 2025 interview, Richard revealed his father physically and emotionally abused him. Pavel controlled everything, even eating pizza in front of Richard while feeding him lettuce. In 2003, Pavel violently attacked Richard's mother, breaking her wrist and nose. At just 11 years old, Richard called 911. His father was arrested and later deported to Ukraine.
You don't lift weights anymore?
I don't lift weights anymore. If anything, it just got boring to me.
After his father's arrest, Richard quit bodybuilding at 16. He said weightlifting felt like PTSD. He moved on to skateboarding, gymnastics, and diving. By 2015, at 23, he was working as a stuntman at Universal Studios Hollywood, getting set on fire up to 5 times a day.
The first time was very scary. All I could think about was, follow the safety procedure.
Richard also battled alcoholism, drinking a bottle of tequila daily to cope with depression and anxiety. But on October 31st, 2023, he quit drinking for good. And by 2025, he had over a year of sobriety.
If you could have your dream job today, what would it be?
Quantum scientist. For more specifically, maybe even an engineer for NASA.
Now 32, Richard lives in Los Angeles with his attorney girlfriend and 2 cats, working as a retail manager. He's still estranged from his father, but close with his mother.
When you meet someone today, do you hope that they don't bring up Little Hercules?
Oh, I'm very proud of my past. It's not something that I don't want anybody to know anymore. It's just that I'm not going to be stuck living.
Richard said looking back feels like watching someone else's life. But today, he says he's mostly happy with who he's become. Next, Giuliano Stroh, mini monster. Born June 18, 2004 in Italy to Romanian parents, Giuliano shocked the world at just 5 years old. His father, Iulian, a former gymnast, had him training by age 2. By 5, it was a full 2-hour daily program, gymnastics, calisthenics, and light weights. Fame hit in 2009 on Italy's Lo Show dei Record, where he set a Guinness World Record for the fastest 10-meter hand walk with a medicine ball, just 11.25 seconds. In 2010, he broke another record on Romanian TV with 20 planche push-ups. His family YouTube channel hit 162 million views, but critics called it child exploitation. Romanian social services investigated in 2012 and briefly removed the boys, but doctors confirmed the kids were healthy and they returned home. By his mid-teens, Giuliano turned to boxing. He and his brother Claudio founded their own boxing club in Romania, turning down bigger academies to build their own legacy. Now 21, Giuliano is fully focused on professional boxing. He's been spotted sparring in London, tipped as a future world champion. His TikTok has exploded to 433,000 followers with 10.4 million likes. Now, Tristan Lee, the year-round shredded athlete. Born August 20th, 2002 in Canada, Tristan stands 5'3", but built a physique that stunned the fitness world. At 15, he guest posed at a Toronto bodybuilding contest with abs and delts that looked years beyond his age. His Instagram grew to 2.5 million followers, but extreme conditioning came at a brutal cost.
The reason why I quit the carnivore diet in particular is because I couldn't eat enough food overall to gain weight. And although I can maintain a relatively lean physique at 7, 8, 9%, I got down to extremely low, unhealthy levels of body fat, which was around the 3, 4, 5% body fat. And that wasn't allowing me to just live in general. So in order to get out of that state of being 3, 4, 5% body fat, I had to gain body fat. And to do that, I put carbohydrates back in because it was getting to a point where my digestion was thrown off by the amount of fat that I was eating through the carnivore diet.
Tristan held 4% body fat for 2 full years, from ages 17 to 19. He called it ruining my life. Low energy, social isolation, body dysmorphia, every meal caused anxiety. In 2020, he quit the extreme approach. By 2024, he was at 7% body fat, eating up to 4,000 calories daily. He gained 40 pounds, going from 138 to 175 pounds by March 2025. Now 23, Tristan lives in LA with his brothers, trains 5 to 6 days a week, and focuses on building mass, not being dangerously lean. He also co-founded Chimera Nutrition with his brothers.
There's no reward to that. There's no purpose or fulfillment in getting 1% body fat leaner or getting on stage to look a particular way for somebody else. You have to be doing it for yourself.
Tristan now speaks out against body dysmorphia. His message is simple: shredded isn't everything. Live. His journey from dangerously lean teen to healthy young adult is one of the most powerful stories in fitness. Next, Jeff Seed, the king of aesthetics. Born June 12, 1994 in Washington, Jeff earned his IFBB Pro card at just 19 in 2013, beating Arnold Schwarzenegger's record of doing it at 20. From age 5, Jeff dominated wrestling, football, and track. At 11, he begged for a weight set. A torn ACL in his first senior football game ended his NFL dreams and led him straight to men's physique. On June 16, 2013, at the NPC Junior Nationals in Chicago, 19-year-old Jeff beat 150-plus competitors to earn his pro card, the youngest ever. 2 months later, he won his pro debut at the Tampa Pro and qualified for the 2013 Mr. Olympia.
The reason why I left was whenever I would do competition stuff in the past, I always felt that I didn't give it my full 100%, really tried my hardest. So I wanted to really go into this competition just really full force, get my mentality in check.
But Jeff's career has been haunted by steroid accusations. Fitness personalities like Greg Dosad and Derek from More Plates, More Dates point to his year-round 5 to 7% body fat as evidence of PED use. Jeff strongly denies it, and no failed drug tests exist. After an 8-year break, he won the 2024 Natural Olympia Men's Physique, a drug-tested show, giving some weight to his claims. Now, 31, Jeff splits time between Seattle and LA, with 4 million Instagram followers and a net worth of $2 million. He's eyeing a 2026 Olympia debut in classic physique. Next, Vince Poppleton, mini Mr. Olympia. Born around 2002 in Omaha, Nebraska, Vince became famous in 2014 at just 12 years old. His father, Bill, introduced him to weights to build confidence. By 10, Vince was training 4 to 5 days a week, high reps, low weight, clean diet. In November 2014, he won the mini Mr. Olympia title at the Natural Olympia in California. Critics worried about his joints and growth, but medical experts cleared him, calling his regimen safe. Vince's story has one of the happiest endings here. He walked away from competition in his mid-teens, graduated high school with honors in 2020, studied mechanical engineering at Grand Canyon University, and now works as an operations engineer at Amazon in Phoenix. Now 23, he does CrossFit and golf on weekends, healthy, happy, and successful. Now, a cautionary tale. Gage Gregorich, born around 2005 in Nebraska, was setting powerlifting world records by age 10. At the 2014 AAU Junior Olympics, he deadlifted 171 pounds, triple his body weight, and broke 4 American records and 5 world records. By 2016, he starred in TLC's Baby Bodybuilders. He later turned to wrestling, winning 100-plus matches and earning a college scholarship. But in January 2025 at 19, Gage was arrested in Douglas County, Nebraska on 2 felony counts, secretly filming 2 ex-partners during sexual encounters without consent. As of November 2025, the case is still pending. A stark reminder, early success in sports is no guarantee of a good life. Next, Cosmo Taylor, Britain's youngest bodybuilder. Born around 2000 in Inverness, Scotland, Cosmo stepped on stage at just 14. Raised in a fitness family, his dad a bodybuilder, his sister a powerlifter, Cosmo trains from age 4.5 in Judo and Taekwondo, adding boxing at 10 and weights at 11. In November 2014, he placed 3rd at the Silver City Classic in Aberdeen, sparking a media frenzy. ITV's This Morning featured his posing routine. By 15, he shifted to powerlifting and hit a personal record total of 837.7 at the 2015 Scottish Nationals. Now 25, Cosmo lives quietly in Inverness, training for fun and helping the family business, deliberately far from the spotlight. Then there's Galcinho Neto, Brazil's mini monster. Born around 2011 in Salvador, Brazil, Galcinho went viral in 2023 at just 12 years old. He started CrossFit at 10 alongside his father, Carlos. By 11, he was deadlifting over twice his body weight, doing 700 ab crunches daily, and running over 3 miles every morning. His transformation video exploded online. Brazilian media called him Mini Monster and Mini Hulk. Critics raised alarms about exploitation and growth hormones, but his family fired back. Specialists manage every part of his training, weekends are for friends and fun, and he's had 0 injuries. His growth stats back them up. Now 14, Galcinho has 350,000 Instagram followers and is eyeing junior competitions in 2026. Before we move on, we have to mention Casey Viator, the original record breaker. Born September 4th, 1951 in Louisiana, Casey became the youngest ever AAU Mr. America winner at age 19 in 1971, a record that held for decades. He discovered weights at 13, won Mr. Louisiana at 17, and placed 3rd at Mr. America at 18. At 5'7" with 19.5-inch arms, he was a freak of nature. His most controversial moment was the 1973 Colorado experiment, allegedly gaining 63 pounds of muscle in 28 days, though critics say it was mostly muscle he'd lost after a serious accident. He competed into the 1980s, finishing 3rd at the 1982 Mr. Olympia. On his 63rd birthday in 2013, Casey died of a heart attack, a sobering reminder of bodybuilding's long-term health toll. Next, Lee Priest, the blonde myth. Born July 6, 1972 in Australia, Lee was a 5'4" powerhouse with 21-inch arms. His grandfather gave him a weight set at 12. His mom, a NABA competitor, trained right alongside him. At 13, he entered his first show and placed 2nd. By 14, he won 3 junior titles. By 17 to 19, he swept the IFBB Australian Nationals 3 years straight. But IFBB age rules blocked his pro card, forcing a move to the US at 20.
The next time if someone asks me a question like, Lee, what's it like to compete with those big guys? Use the word tall, not big. Because really those guys are 6 foot and their measurements are the same as mine, 5'4.5". That makes them the small guys. Pathetic.
Lee's IFBB career brought top 6 finishes at Mr. Olympia and a win at the 2002 San Francisco Pro. In 2010, he received a lifetime IFBB ban after competing in rival promotions. Lee has always been brutally honest about steroid use. He detailed it in his 2019 autobiography and has criticized modern excess while acknowledging his own. In 2013, at 41, he won the NABBA Mr. Universe overall after 7 years away. In January 2025, he renewed his IFBB Pro card. Comeback rumors are swirling. Now, 53, Lee lives in Sydney with his wife and 2 kids with 850K Instagram followers and a net worth of around $1 million. Next, Anton Ratishny, the kid who broke Arnold's record. Born February 2, 2004 in Ukraine, Anton moved to New Jersey at 15 and stumbled into bodybuilding around age 14. His rise was fast. By 17, he was placing top 5 at NPC regionals. By 18, he was turning heads. Then, in November 2023 at the NPC Nationals, the 19-year-old swept his class and the overall, standing 5'11", shredded to 4 to 5% body fat, and earned his IFBB Pro card, officially breaking Arnold Schwarzenegger's 57-year record. His transformation from 160 pounds to a vascular 200-pound pro sparked steroid debates online. He credits 5,000 calorie bulks and genetics. No failed tests exist. After his pro card, he won the 2024 Tournament of Champions and placed top 6 at the 2025 Arnold Classic. Now 21, Anton lives in New Jersey, balances college at Rutgers as a business major, and has a net worth of around $500K from sponsorships. He's got his eyes set on Chris Bumstead's throne at the 2026 Olympia. Finally, Presley Townsend, the youngest female bodybuilder.
I promised cuteness overload, and here's your first dose. I want to introduce you to the youngest bodybuilder I've ever seen. At 7 years old, she can already lift twice her own weight.
Born around 2013 in California, Presley started at her dad's CrossFit gym at just 10 months old. By 2, she was doing assisted pull-ups. By 4, she went viral doing 10 perfect pull-ups and 22-inch box jumps.
Say 7 years later, you're incredibly strong, so give us some of your stats.
I can lift 125 pounds, I can squat 125 pounds, I can do 100 push-ups and 20 pull-ups.
In January 2020, at age 6 or 7, she won the Global Child Prodigy Award in fitness. Critics raised concerns, but her dad James, a former NFL player turned trainer, was clear. The moment it stops being fun, they stop. By her mid-single digits, Presley shifted to gymnastics, reaching level 7 by age 9. Now 12, she trains 3 to 4 days a week for fun. Her Instagram has around 25K followers, mostly gymnastics content now. Her dad shared her message in 2023. Gymnastics lets me do crazy tricks. Gym makes me strong for life. Presley is proof it can be done right. A child athlete who thrived, transitioned, and never burnt out.